Thank you very much, and you're very welcome live here to Pearse Stadium for the big doubleheader in the Senior Hurling Championship, the Brooks-sponsored Galway Senior Hurling Championship. A day I suppose we're so used to being in Kenny Park down to the years for the semi-finals, but this afternoon we are live from Pearse Stadium. The first game, which we'll throw in at 12:30, is between Sarsfields and St Thomas. The St Thomas's team to our right are going through their warm-up, and let's give you that St Thomas's team then. Today, we're told anyway that it's 1-15 for both teams. So the St Thomas's team is Gerard Kelly in goal, a full back line of number 2, Cian Mahoney, number 3, Fintan Burke, and number 4, John Head. A half back line of 5, Evan Duggan, 6, Mark Caulfield, and 7, Cathal Burke. Midfield partnership of Bernard Burke and David Burke. Half forward line is 10, Dara Burke, 11, the captain Conor Cooney, and 12 is Damien McGlynn. And an inside line of Éanna Burke, who wears 13, James Regan wearing 14, and Oisin Flannery wearing 15. They take on, of course, and do we need to remind you, they're going for their 5th county final appearance in a row and their 5th title in a row, St Thomas's. They're taking on Sarsfields, who last won the championship in 2015, and they're in their first semi-final since 2018, and their team as well, per the programme, is 1-15. So let's give you that. In goal is Kieran Dolan. A full back line of 2, Oisin Kane, 3 is Kevin Hines, and 4 is Darren Morrissey. A half back line of 5, Cathal Dillon, 6, Joseph Cooney, and 7, Niall Quinn. Midfield partnership of 8, Niall Morrissey, and 9, Alex Kinnear. A half forward line of 10, Ian Fox, the captain, 11 is John Cooney, and 12 is Kenneth Cooney. And the inside line then at 13 is Darren Murphy, 14 is Kevin Cooney, and 15 is Mark O'Regan. So two teams, as we say, lining out 1-15, but there may be positional changes in that. Beside me in co-commentary this afternoon is Cyril Farrell. Cyril, if our memory lasts long enough, this was the very first game of the championship that I think we did live. It was a rip-roaring game between these two teams, St Thomas's and Sarsfields. It ended up 225 to St Thomas's, 319 to Sarsfields. I don't know whether we get that today, but we take half it.
Yeah, it was a brilliant game. Probably the best club game for Donkeys years in Galway. Now, you must remember that it was the first round and the sun was shining. It was a real summer's day, completely different here today in Salt Hill. The wind is blowing fairly strong from the Salt Hill end down to the kind of the town end. Usually the way it blows here in Pearse Stadium. Now, the pitch itself is in great condition, but there are heavy showers around, and it's a pity that the breeze in a sense is going to spoil it, because, Sean, if you take it and not enough up, you're in trouble. Yeah. And if you're taking too for neutrals, okay, you want to get ahead, and even the toss now, do you take it or go against it? Now, the only way you win with playing with the breeze or against it is if you win the match, you did the right thing. But it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. It goes for a little bit, but like coming in this morning out in the prom, there was wind, there was rain, and it's still there, but the pitch is in great condition.
Yeah, the pitch is good, Nick, and thankfully we have no rain. Now, we had a few awful showers there, John, but as of now it's dry. Liam Gordon is the referee in the middle of the field. He's two linesmen are Paul Fahey and John Kane. But what would you do as a manager? Would you try and go against in the first half, sit in, hope you damage or limit the damage, or go for it and take a lead? Even any lead with a wind on a November day, any lead is worthwhile, isn't it?
Yeah, well, like you see, you play the likes of Thomas's, who are hot favourites, and they will be favourites all the time, Sean, until someone beats them. They're going for 5 in a row, which is a phenomenal effort on any club, and fair play, a great bunch of players. I would say playing Thomas's that you take whatever bit of luck you get, that you go for broke, that you take the breeze, try to get into a lead, and kind of hold on to it, hit an odd point here and there, because if Thomas's get the breeze and get ahead of you, if they get a big lead, it's hard. They're used to these situations of kind of, what would you say, game management, and they're very good at that, and they are the fairest. Now, it'll be interesting. I don't know who won the toss. There's a lot of players out there all around. It'll be interesting to see who has it, and I suppose we'll know after a while how strong the breeze is, but it looks quite strong. As I say, it's going from the Salt Hill in down to the town in.
Looking at it, I suppose, look at St Thomas's are the team. There's no doubt whatsoever about it. They are going for their 5th championship in a row. They're going for their 7th county final in 11 years on its own bat, taking on a Sarsfields team who have been... There's been a lot of talk about Sarsfields this year, but if we look at some of the matchups that are potentially going to happen here today, I mean, Kevin Cooney has come in with 6 goals and 10 points in the championship. We assume Fintan Burke will pick him up.
Yeah.
At the other end, Conor Cooney, we assume, will be picked up by Joseph Cooney, a county player's jewel of its own rate. Will Darren Morrissey, for instance, will he go on Éanna Burke? What will the matchup be there? Will Cian Mahoney pick up? Would it be Darren Murphy, Mark O'Regan? There's all of these little sideshows, isn't there? Really interesting.
Well, you look at the first you mentioned there. Fintan Burke, full back, strong, forceful, very good in the air. Kevin Cooney probably having his best championship, even though the last day He did everything. Himself and O'Hare from Portumna had a great duel, but Cooney left him for dead a few times. He did everything but stick the ball in the net. Now, they just flashed wide. They'll need him going into the net today, but that's an interesting duel. And the other big duel is if Joseph Cooney picks up Conor Cooney. Conor usually against the breeze and will be going deep. How far does Joe Cooney go? Does he follow him or does he stay kind of hold centre and someone else? Or if he goes, does someone else sweep in? Is it Darren Morrissey? Like it's a big thing because Conor Cooney's club form for the last few years has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
he's been the man.
He's been the man every day, freeze, play, the whole lot. Now, Joseph Cooney to me is the best centre back around. And talking about centre backs, there's a big game today for Mark Caulfield. He's filling in for Shane Cooney, who got injured. He's back from injury. I was just looking at him there in the puck round. He seems to be okay or nearly ready. Probably hasn't much game time played. But Shane, it's his first championship big game. Like he played well the last day against Capitagle, fit into the big strong man. I saw him playing junior early on there, and like he was the one that stood out. Good, forceful hurler. You know, but like this is a big occasion, and you know,
and it's a point we've made throughout the championship as well. Having your players fit on the day, like look at David Cherry has missed the whole campaign. As you said, Shane Cooney now back in, got the 5 minutes the last day. Those two would be starting. On the flip side of it, Adam Donoghue for Sarsfields, who looked very good at the year he started the championship, missing out with a shoulder injury. It's about having the right players on the field for the big games.
It's an art in itself. And it doesn't just by having your top players available on the big day, injury free. You know, look at the cruciator that can happen anyone, and you wouldn't wish it on any player. You know, and down here today, looking at these guys, you just hope today that no one does anything daft. You don't want anyone sent off either. But the injury thing, Sean, you can be very lucky or unlucky in a club. And you know what happens? You usually get a few years of being unlucky, let's say losing as to injury. And then if you stick at it and keep at it, eventually it'll come right. Like, you know, Thomas are going for 5 in a row, but they did their apprenticeship as well. People think they came overnight. It's very hard to come overnight.
So then the two teams getting ready, and from the look of things, Sarsfields will have the breeze in that opening half, so that's a significant factor in its own right. But as a wise man told me once, a breeze never wins a game for any team. It's very interesting to see the setup of both teams. Kevin Cooney is heading towards the edge of the square for Sarsfields. Sarsfields in their traditional green jerseys. They've often wore white jerseys throughout this championship as well, and the white togs. Thomas is in their now well-known red jerseys with that distinctive blue hoop. Midfield is going to be Ian Fox. For Sarsfields has moved out there with Alex Kinnear, and they're going to face up against David Burke and Bernard Burke. Mark Caulfield does start as centre half back on John Cooney, while Kevin Hines seems to be following Oisin Flannery out the field. In goes the ball. Game is on. Thomas is with the breeze. We're into the first of the Brooks Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals. Ball moved along the ground into the Sarsfields half of the field. Back goes the retreating Joseph Cooney. Gets a hand pass intercepted though delightfully by James Regan, who's then blocked down by Kevin Hines. Ball breaks back. Toshin Kane, the cornerback, clears his first ball. Down on top of John Cooney, knocked away by Mark Caulfield, who's a big strapping man in the centre back position for St Thomas. David Burke tries to play a diagonal over towards Aina Burke. There's the pass off then to James Regan. James Regan running at angles, gets the pass off then to Oisin Flannery. There's a point on, well created, well taken. Oisin Flannery, trademark Thomas's score. Great use of the ball. Within 30 seconds they lead by 1 into the breeze.
Beautiful diagonal ball first by David Burke. Looked up, split the defence, and a little pop pass from Regan out to Flannery and over the bar. Like, they're playing so long together that they know exactly what each one is going to do, but this is very early yet.
Fairly early. The puck out down on top of the Sarsfields or the St Thomas's half back line. Ball comes out to, on the turn is Kevin Cooney. Kevin Cooney has a shot at the post, but Kevin Cooney goes to the wrong side of the post and the first wide of the afternoon for Sarsfields. And the one thing is with the breeze, of course, as well, Cyril, is that a breeze won't win the game, but you can have the temptation of shooting from distance. You can, and it's like when they go wide, of course, like everyone will be giving out for shooting, like, but like you know, if it's on, you still have to go for it, like, because they will carry over from outside, but like, he'd love to go over. This is a good puck out from Mark Regan. Or Gerald Kelly, I'm thinking of Regan. Gerald Kelly, breaking down. It's won then by Niall Morrissey. Niall Morrissey at midfield for Sarsfields. There's a lovely ball into space. Kevin Cooney has space in front of him. He slips so that allows the ball to go back behind Fintan Burke, the full back, and Fintan Burke is in control. Off the left-hand side then drives a long ball out, looking for Dara Burke to get onto that. Niall Morrissey does well to get there first one, but Dara Burke half holds him up. Ian Fox is in there. Ball kicked along the ground. Oisin Flannery out in that deep roll as well. Kicked along the carpet by Conor Cooney and gets it into space for himself. Conor Cooney from the 45-metre line. Lovely ball across to the 15 corner. Well taken beautifully by Aina Burke. Aina Burke trying to get away from Darren Morrissey. Darren Morrissey has found him. We're playing the advantage. if he gave him another second, Innerburg could put the ball over the bar, but he went back for the free, and that's going to be free in. But the quality of ball,
the quality of the ball coming in it's going across the full forward line, out in front, not over their head. Now, of course, they're playing against the breeze. It's landed in front, and they're very, very dangerous inside. Like, you know, Innerburg was onto that again like a flash, and as you said, if he let him play it, he actually put the ball over the bar.
He did.
Conor Cooney's coming to this against the breeze about 30 yards out of it is, but it's well within his compass and radar. Even though the breeze is there, this guy has been immaculate for the last many years for Thomas. It comes from a great hurling family, and you know they're steeped in it.
There's a Camogie player in there as well.
Oh, there sure is.
A good one. As Conor Cooney puts it over the bar. That's his first free of the afternoon, his first point, and suddenly into the breeze. 2:48 gone in the clock, Cyril. We see Darren Morrissey is picking up Éanna Burke. It's 2 points to no score. Thomas's lead. Puck out, goes to the far side of the field. Great puck out by Cathal Dolan, finding Kenneth Cooney, who was hugging the sideline. Then he goes from 12 over to 15. A foul against Kevin Cooney. Fintan Burke puts up his two hands in protestations, but the protestations are not bought by Liam Gordon. You can see what Sarsfields are trying to do. They're trying to isolate Kevin Cooney in particular. I think it's Mark Regan that's in there beside him as a two inside. And the one thing Pearse Stadium does give you, sir, is that space.
Yeah, he got space there now. We're a good bit away here. And Fintan put up, when Cooney fell, Fintan put up his two hands straight and would say, I didn't do anything with the referee. Liam Gordon wasn't buying that. And this should be the first score for Niall Morrissey. Very accurate from frees, accurate from playing. He has done fantastic scoring all through the championship for Sarsfields.
He's hit 51 points coming into today's game in the championship. He's now made it 52. To be a tally that a lot of us had knocked a career out of. Never mind a year. But anyway.
Yeah, well, you come to see again. He's
good stock.
He's bred in the purple. All these guys that have parents or first cousins and uncles that have played right good puck out against the breeze.
Gerard Kelly hits the half forward line. Great catch up there by John Head. John Head, who had pushed up for the puck out, plays a diagonal over to the 15 corner, but was well by Joseph Cooney. 2 points for St. Thomas's, 1 point for Sarsfields. Long ball downfield aimlessly though, picked up by David Burke, who dropped deep. Gets it out to Evan Duggan. Evan Duggan tries to measure a ball inside for Éanna Burke. Éanna Burke takes it again beautifully ahead of Morrissey. There's the hand pass away though from James Regan. That breaks. Niall Quinn goes down, picks it up, loses the hurdle, has the ball. Tries to move it away, gets it out to Cathal Dillon. Cathal Dillon under pressure from two Thomas's men. Good work rate again, breaks into the hand then of Oisin Flannery. Oisin Flannery is going to take on a shot. Well struck into the breeze off the left hand side.
Score.
Excellent score by Oisin Flannery. He's second of the day. They lead by 3 points to 1. Work rate with quality hurling.
Yeah, all the forwards, it's hard to, as you say, who are you going to make a mark of the Thomas's forwards? They're all very, very good sticksmen, and you know they're leading this game. It was a 3-1. There's only a few minutes gone, but there's a nice breeze and the Sarsfields are coming. Yeah,
Éanna Burke has been very heavily involved in the early part of it as well for Thomas. The county champions lead by 3 points to 1. Nearly 5 minutes gone the clock. Ian Fox, the captain of Sarsfields, picks it up, tries to get the ball inside, gets it off to John Cooney. Can he get on the left hand side? Well blocked down though by David Burke as the ball goes into a stalemate situation again, but out of the ruck come the men of St. Thomas's. Conor Cooney gone awful deep, plays it in again, this one in front of Damien McGlynn. Damien McGlynn with Oisin Kane for company. Good play by McGlynn because he's taken out 3 defenders here if he can lay off the pass. Goes back with a kick pass, so it's a little bit overcooked away from Darragh Burke, and that allows Ian Fox, who takes a heavy body check there from Conor Cooney, dispossessed him initially, then he's fouled by James Regan. That'll be a free down the field, but you can just see the kind of the cuteness and the composure of St. Thomas's in one or two of the early exchanges. They're very sure on the ball, Cyril, and even Damien McGlynn there, he took on and bothered 3 defenders, was unlucky the pass didn't go to hand or back to where he wanted to, but they lead by 3 points to 1.
Yeah, looking at the kind of corner forwards where they play, say McGlynn and Éanna Burke and Oisin Flannery, and that they're not the biggest. Flannery and McGlynn are the biggest people in the world, but they have lovely stick work, and they're taking the game to Sarsfields. Now Sarsfields are still in it, about only 5 or 6 minutes gone, and even though Morrissey's a long way out, this guy is well capable of this.
Just to give you an idea of the breeze now, because he's hitting this free. He's about a metre inside his own half of the field. He's on the stand side here in Pearse Stadium, strikes it, but it's gone off to the left hand side and wide, but there was no doubt about the distance.
No doubt about the distance, you see, there is a nice breeze behind. There's no doubt about that. No, as you said, it isn't going to win the game for you, because Garrett Kelly is pucking well against it.
Yeah, Gerard Kelly then with that puck out goes to the far side again. The wing back was trying to make the run, but it's intercepted by John Cooney. Can John Cooney make the goalkeeper play by popping it over the bar? He can. John Cooney puts it high and over the bar. Good score by the centre half forward. It's a tactic that Thomas's do and other teams do it as well. We're trying to move the wing forward up for the puck out, but it's intercepted. 3 points to 2.
Yeah, well, John Cooney is a big scopy player, big man, about 6'3" or 4. Caught that and bang over the bar. Great score for Sarsfields.
Puck out then goes long down top of Joseph Cooney and Conor Cooney. Ball hits the deck. Niall Quinn tries to get onto it, but won back by Bernard Burke. Bernard Burke thought about pulling the trigger a little bit earlier, but couldn't because there was no one inside. Then goes across. There's only one man inside. That's Éanna Burke, been asked to do a lot. Kevin Hines goes back and tidies that in the left cornerback position. Looks off feet. He's blocked down though by Éanna Burke, who has put enough pressure on Kevin Hines to force him the second time to say, hey, let's just drive it down the field, and that's what happens. He puts it down on top of David Burke, and David Burke then tried to measure a ball into Conor Cooney. Liam Gordon, the referee, was nearly marking him. Conor Cooney goes short, little stick pass into James Regan. James Regan from the centre forward channel, striking at goal. Will it curl enough?
No.
It will, but it'll go wrong. First wide of the day for St. Thomas's.
Yeah, and Regan had a man each side of him, left and right, like, you know, but they're a point up after 78 minutes gone. They'll be happy enough, like, they're sticking in. See David Burke as well, he's dropping back. Of course, he loves dropping back, really. He's well able to read it.
He is. Often either side of that half-back line. Puck out on top of John Cooney, breaks it on the hurl off to Ian Fox. 3 points to 2. St. Thomas's lead into the breeze. Niall Quinn tries to measure a ball over to Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy, it gets a helping hand then from Alex Kinnear, who's robbed, and the ball is won by Cathal Burke. Cathal Burke gets the pass off then to James Regan. James Regan, a lovely ball up the stand side of the field, looking for Oisin Flannery in a foot race here with Joseph Cooney. Flannery does well to get the ball in the hand, drops it, but can afford to pick it the second time. Goes across with a lovely ball into space. There's so much space in this half-hour line into Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney, consummate ease, puts it over the bar. Super ball by Oisin Flannery into space. But space, you can't mark it, but it can kill you. 4 points to 2, Thomas's lead 4-2.
Conor Cooney ran even before the ball came and knew where it was going. It's a fantastic score. Look, Sarsfields are still hanging in, but they are being kind of outmanoeuvred a little bit. They need a goal or two really to kind of give them that drive.
Early doors, they trail by 4 points to 2. Puck out down top of Kenneth Cooney, hits the deck. David Burke pulls it along the ground, very close to the sideline over there. Cathal Dillon will pick it up for Sarsfields. The wing back goes back to Joseph Cooney with the pass. 4 points to 2.
Here's a high one in between the two boys.
1-on-1 between Kevin Cooney and Fintan Burke. Burke holds his ground and allows the ball to go in over his head. Jared Kelly, the goalkeeper, slipped with trying to clear the ball, and Evan Duncan gets a touch away out to Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy on the ball now, it's eyes up the post. Darren Murphy from the 45-metre line striking in towards the post, and Darren Murphy puts it over the bar. 1 goal and 11 points Darren Murphy has now got in this year's championship. Good score, but Fintan Burke, the main thing was to stop Kevin Cooney getting the ball. 4-3.
Dicey in there. Gordon didn't fall for that one. Like Thomas feel that the other one was a bit soft, but he gave Fintan the benefit of the doubt there. This year Murphy probably has been the find of the year for Sarsfields. First out, no one knew him at all. It was against Thompson, and he banked 3 or 4 great points.
Puck out then from Jared Kelly, goes long into the breeze. 3 Thomas's men under it for the one ball. It breaks off them and it goes to Ian Fox, who wins it for Sarsfields. Plays it inside to Darren Murphy. Lovely catch out there. Getting the ball high there above John Head. Takes on the shot. Can he get 2 in a row? Will he get inside the post? It will. Darren Murphy, with the aid of the breeze, puts it over the bar. We're back on level terms, 10 minutes in. And the last 2 points have probably proven that by shooting from distance with the breeze, you can nick scores. 4-4.
Well, you see, this is the thing, when they go over, like, they're great. Yeah. That was 2 fantastic scores, that one especially. But, like, again, if we went wide, you'd have the crowd roaring and giving out to them.
Yeah. Jared Kelly with the puck out. The space inside the 245-metre lines on both teams are phenomenal. Kevin Hines gets a touch on that, but only puts it out onto David Burke. Sends a long high ball into Éanna Burke again. Éanna Burke takes it on with a stick, nearly worked. Might break out to Damien Glynn though. Éanna Burke looks razor sharp in there. Damien Glynn plays the ball across to Conor Cooney. Threw it up when he was in a standing position and blocked down by Ian Fox and cleared by Darren Morrissey. Long ball downfield. Keane Mahoney is winning the race with Mark O'Regan, but he has his pocket robbed. Mark O'Regan wins the ball. He's free or he's fouled. We're playing the advantage, so we'll go back for the free. Cyril, the space inside the 245-metre lines means that if a forward gets any type of a quality ball at all, it's very hard to defend it 1-on-1, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was very unusual there that Conor Cooney actually hit it standing up, which is kind of a cardinal stain. He was blocked down. Now, Mahoney was complaining below that he felt he was fouled. He was gone first to the ball, fouled behind from Regan, but the ref didn't blow that one, and he pulled Mahoney in for a foul on Regan. So this should be a score for, this should put Sarsfields a point in front. Bit of an angle, but Morrissey's should be well capable of scoring this.
That would be 3 points in a row then from Sarsfields in a row, which would turn a 4-2 deficit into a 5-4 lead. That's if Niall can convert. He's halfway between the 45 and 65-metre line. He's over on the terrace side of the field, the breeze behind him, striking into the Dr. Mannix Road end here in Pearse Stadium. Thankfully, the sun is shining as Morrissey strikes the free. He was confident as he ran away from it, which usually means that it's gone over the bar, which it has. Second free for Niall Morrissey. Sarsfields lead 5-4. They've weathered the early storm, sir. Now they need to add to it. 12 minutes in.
They're getting the grips of the game. They're getting the grips with Gerald Kelly's puck out as well, because they're getting right underneath it. See, against the breeze, he's driving with his holding up in there. It is definitely a backs ball.
It is, as breaks off 3 or 4 players. Bernard Burke tries to get a touch in the midfield section, but it's won by Niall Quinn. Lovely little shovel pass out there to Darren Murphy, who goes back to Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines back inside his own 65-metre player and plays a lovely ball in space. Alex Kinnear, he has so much room to get onto this ball. David Burke goes out to try and engage with him, forces him back onto his right-hand side. Alex Kinnear shooting from out the country. Has it gone over the bar? It has. Alex Kinnear, his first point of the contest. He's got 2-11 in the championship to date. He's got 2-12 now. But the space, great ball in fairness by Kevin Hines.
Yeah,
he's so much spacer.
Yeah, well, you see everyone's dragged to this side here, and Kevin Hines, he got a lovely little pass back from Murphy. Murphy, rather than taking on him, and tapped it back, and Hines looked across and over to the space, and there was Alex Kinnear on his own.
6-4 then Sarsfields lead. Short puck out to Keane Mahoney by Gerard Kelly. They try something different. Keane Mahoney's ball down the field is looking for Oisin Flannery, but the man that's first there is the experienced man, Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines drops it in, but goes down the second time. He's put under pressure by Damien McLean and Flannery. Eventually Hines goes back and wins the ball, gets the pass into Cathal Dillon, and Cathal Dillon strikes it down the field to no one in particular, but it might work. Breaks into John Cooney. John Cooney knocked away from him by Mark Caulfield, picked up then by Ian Fox. Ian Fox beginning to come into the game, gets the hand pass off, or gets the pass broke off a hook into the path of Niall Morrissey. Niall Morrissey was then deemed to have been fouled, and this is going to be a free in, and slowly but surely Sarsfields are beginning to turn the screw a little bit, sir.
They are,
if
yeah.
they pop this, they can extend the lead to 3.
Yeah, and it should be popped, because Morrissey's about 45-50 yards out, like, and he's straight in front of the goal. There's a breeze behind him. It should be kind of okay, there's no such thing as an easy free. All have to hit him perfect and risen properly, but he's well capable of putting this over the bar and extending the lead to 2 points.
Last 8 years,
or 3 points.
Yeah,
right.
3 points, yeah. And the last 8 years, Keane Mahoney gets a bit of running repairs. Not a bad time to go down with an injury after 2 or 3 points in a row.
Well, you know, it breaks the thing. He's back from injury. He's a good cornerback. He's a tough yoke, yeah.
In the last 8 years, Sarsfields have been in the finals. We told you about the 115. They've been in 4 quarter-finals, 2 semis. Went out last year, and that, remember that last group game against Lockroyd,
very
scored
unlucky.
difference.
Very unlucky last year.
Yeah. So they've been in around the house as well.
No, they're not. They're not new, and they'd be expecting. The big thing about Sarsfields, they'd be expecting to be here.
Yeah.
Met Jimmy Cooney Senior coming in, and like he was quite confident, like, you know, that on the day they always, and then that's true too. Like the big day, Sarsfields play well, but there's a long way to go in the game.
Certainly is, as Keane Mahoney gets his gets back to his feet. That's good to see that. The free will be taken by Niall Morrissey inside the 65-metre line. If you were looking out here now, sir, on the day with the sun shining on, say, 3/4 of the pitch, you'd say it was a lovely day, wouldn't you?
You would, and it looks lovely.
It's cold. It's a breeze, a little strong breeze behind Niall Morrissey as he strikes this free. He puts it high, puts it over the bar. That's point number 3 off the place ball for Niall Morrissey. Extends the lead out to 7-4.
See the way Thomas are lining up. They're lining straight up down the middle, and now they're breaking.
And Gerard Kelly pucking into the breeze, and he reaches the other 65-metre line with a great puck. Darragh Burke tries to bring it down, but the ball breaks back into Kenneth Cooney. Often the break ball is nearly more important than the puck house now. Long ball down. Kevin has caught this one. Getting inside Fintan Burke. Kevin Cooney has to be. It's over the bar. Oh, it could have been a goal. His first point of the day. He was scoreless last week against Portumna. He hit 2 against Turlock in the round before that, but he was hitting goals for fun in the championship to date. He's hit 6. That could have been one, sir.
Yeah, well, like 2 hands went up.
Yeah.
Like Fintan Burke went to catch it as well. Like it's, you know, and it's
1-on-1 battle in there.
1-on-1, and if you catch it, fine. But if you don't, like, and to be fair, Cooney left him for dead. He'd leave anyone for dead when he gets that kind of a ball and got in turned. Unlucky not to stick it in the net, but it puts
it's adding to the score.
Sarsfields up by 4 points. Thomas is they're not winning the puck outs, and this ball now has gone out over the side.
Puck out over the line.
There's definitely a flow. What have we got? 15 minutes going on to the 16 minutes, and Sarsfields are getting a grip on the game now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row from Sarsfields. They've turned, as we said, the 4-2 deficit now into an 8-4 lead. Puck out goes out over the line. They're taken quickly. Sarsfields try to keep it alive. Kenneth Cooney goes back with the pass to Cathal Dillon, and Cathal Dillon gets it upfield, gets it into Ian Fox, but there's a late hit on Cathal Dillon, which means that there will be a free. Now, was the free from where the ball landed? I think it is. And there'll also be a yellow card over there. It looks like Damien McLean is the man that's going to pick up the yellow.
Little flick.
Yeah.
Be another score over Sarsfields.
A chance as well to mention the St. Killian's College New Win and Progressive 25 is commencing on the 7th November at 9 o'clock sharp. Tickets are €10. It also covers a raffle on the night. There's an 11-week accumulator. So if you want to go playing the Progressive 25, St. Killian's College in New Win is the place for that. Pádraig Kelly will see you right on that one. As Niall Morris will put it over, and Aidan Donoghue will be happy enough, sir, in the sense that you're hitting 16 and a half minutes in. This is a chance to extend the lead to 5.
Yeah, they should, like, and Aidan Donoghue will be happy. So Pádraig Kelly often played well out there for Sar as well. Brilliant hurler.
Can play a few cards as well. We put the kibosh
Something
on Niall
wrong here.
Morrissey because he put that wide.
That'd be unusual now.
Yeah.
That's a let off for Thomas. Now, all the puck outs so far are gone the far side from us and out the far way. Now, Gerald will probably try this side this time. No, gone again.
After you say that. What do we know about it, eh? As it goes to the far side of the field, taken down by Conor Cooney. Ball hits the deck again, the break ball, often more important, as we said, won by David Burke, back to Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney gets a better ball into a 1-on-1 now. Ian Burke, lovely first touch, nearly got under control, then got away from him, and Darren Morrissey picks it up. Darren Morrissey tried to burst away. He's lost the ball, though, and it's picked up by Ian Burke. Ian Burke dispossessed, though, let off for Sarsfields there after Morrissey was beaten. In goes Bernard Burke with a wild kind of a challenge, and that's going to be a free. And
it's a let off for Sarsfields.
Yeah, it is, because Éanna Burke looked like he was going to spin away, lost it. Darren Morrissey probably did enough to break it away from him, but Éanna Burke was a threat in there, there's no doubt. They trailed by 8-4, the county champions.
Yeah, this is Joseph Cooney coming to this, like he's a long way up, but this guy is well capable of scoring this, so he'll go for it.
Yeah, scored a huge score, I think it was against Clare Bridge and against Turlock in the group game.
Have a look at that.
That straight over the crossbar. Super score. Nearer his own 65-metre line than his own, or he's nearer his own 45-metre line than the 65-metre line. Suddenly, it's 9-4, 18 minutes in. County champions probably feel like they need a score.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, now here he comes. He's trying this side of this.
Going to the left-hand flank is Luger. Well caught again by John Head, who's up there pushing up for those puck outs. Tries to get the hand pass off again, but again, the work rate of Sarsfields is very impressive. But the ball breaks out to Conor Cooney. Lovely little pass into the runner, who is David Burke again, who has oceans of space. He's in the right half forward position on the 45-metre line. Pulls the trigger. Doesn't give it enough, though, and it goes into the hand of Kieran Dolan, the Sarsfields goalkeeper, and he goes out to Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines in the half back line, getting away from James Regan. Kevin Hines winding up, goes to go long again, 1-on-1 down on top of Fintan Burke and Kevin Cooney.
Yeah.
Well won in the air firstly by Fintan Burke, then he was fouled by Kevin Cooney, but you can see both sides, while they want to work it through the lines to some degree, they want the 1-on-1 ball inside as well. Kevin Cooney, Fintan Burke at one end, Darren Morrissey and Éanna Burke at the other.
Yeah, they're not starved by all work on the sharp ball. It's not one sharp, but they don't have it as long. But like this, the weather doesn't give you that kind of sharp ball this time of the year. Like, here's Gerald Kelly to take this.
So Gerald Kelly, the goalkeeper, comes outside his 20-metre line, stands inside the field, gets a great strike on that. Going to drop on the other 20-metre line, knocked away from Darren Morrissey by Éanna Burke into Damien McLean. Damien McLean goes out with the pass to Dara Burke. Dara Burke shooting, lovely trajectory on it, puts it over the bar, and Dara Burke gets Thomas's first score in a while. It's their first score since the 8th minute. This is on the 19th minute, sir. 9-5. They just needed that. Yeah,
if Kieran Dolan goes long here, all of a sudden they got a great score, Thomas. They're very open at the back, and there's lads here being pulled and dragged.
Yeah, the puck out set up as Kieran Dolan goes to that area of the field. Mark Caulfield puts up the hand, brings it to the deck. Who's onto the break ball, though? Kenneth Cooney was in around the house. Also there was Ian Fox. Ian Fox as well to win that hard ball. Goes back with the pass then to Niall Morrissey. Niall Morrissey pulls the trigger.
Score.
He puts the hand up in the air to say that I know where that's going, straight over the bar. First point from play, and again from the puck out. Ball break ball.
You'd have to say Ian Fox did very well to win that ball. They're actually working hard. They're Ian Fox and Bernard Burke midfield, and he's getting on top of him at the moment, and they're working hard.
Mark Caulfield needs some running repairs.
I think to his helmet.
Yeah, 10 points for Sarsfields, 5 points for St. Thomas's. 20 minutes into the opening half. If you're just joining us, there's quite a breeze here in Pearse Stadium. It's with Sarsfields in this opening half. Sir, if the whistle blew at half time now, was 5 points enough? Well,
you'd need the 5 points, but the Sarsfields was still happy, like, because they started off so slow. They'll be a lot happier now, like, than they were, like, and they have opened up. Like, you look up the pitch here to our right, like, it is big space now. That's what they're trying to, even with the breeze. Usually with the breeze, there isn't as much space up in the forwards, but Sarsfields are creating that, and they will feel if they get in 5 or 6 or 7 points up that they'll still tack on a few in the second half with freeze alone. But like, the big thing here is not to concede a goal.
Yeah, goals are huge. Sarsfields have scored 12 of them in 6 games as that puck out goes out over the line again, the far side, yeah.
You can see where they're at, like the wing back had moved up in his own, but like when it's not, it looks lovely when it hits straight to him, but it's gone out over the line ball, and it's line ball for Sarsfields. It's going to come right in again.
Possession, like, yeah. 6 games, Thomas, meanwhile, have scored 11 goals. Interesting, Sarsfields haven't conceded a goal in their last 3 games. Thomas didn't concede one in the quarter-final, as line ball taken by Sarsfields. Kevin Hines goes all the way in the only to David Burke, who's blocked down. Ball breaks now to Mark O'Regan. He could have laid the ball inside perhaps, but it was well blocked down. Mark Caulfield defending and gets it back to Fintan Burke. That's a let-off as Fintan Burke drives the ball upfield. Jamie McGlynn tries to take it down. Good old battle there with Oisin Kane. They nearly take out Paul Fahey, the linesman, with a tackle as the ball goes out over the line. Will be a line ball to Sarsfields.
Yeah.
22 minutes gone on the clock. Sarsfields leading the county champions by 10 points to 5. With the breeze behind them in this opening half of the first of the Brooks Senior Hurling Championship semi-finals here in Galway.
Kevin Cooney's coming to take it. He's given a nice little toe up.
He's how well he can take them. Yeah,
he's a long way up, but he'll try for it. He'll go for it. He'll be in around the house at least.
He's nearly on the halfway line, you could say, taking this one, striking
Lovely
probably
ball.
into where he could have been himself. He would say towards John. John can't get his hand to it. Mark Caulfield saw to that, and Gerard Kelly goes with a loose pass picked up by Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke is the manager of Thomas. Kenneth Cooney goes back with the pass then to Cathal Dillon. Cathal Dillon for Sarsfields sends a kind of a misplaced pass as well. A poor ball wasn't into John Cooney's territory. Gerard Kelly blocked down ball by John Cooney, and the goalkeeper goes out with the hand pass then to Mark Caulfield, and one or two little facets of play from both teams there that they weren't happy with as Bernard Burke loses it coming out, but it's picked up by Dara Burke, and Dara Burke tries to put a bit of order on the last passage of play and then goes long into space looking for Jamie McGlynn to win the foot race with Oisin Kane. The ball very close to the sideline. McGlynn does well, low trajectory, comes in along the end line. He's absolutely no support though, keeps going all the way in. He's gone all the way. Jamie McGlynn gets a touch. Kieran Dolan saves it, but he's pulled back. Jamie McGlynn, he did awful well, sir, because he had no support. Won the ball where the sideline meets the end line, came in along the end line. There was no one to lay it off to coming in at pace, but he won the free, and Kieran Dolan had to save the effort.
He did very well now, because to be fair, like he shouldn't have got in that far, but he got in. All the backs converging. You think he couldn't get a flick. He got a little touch back, and it's a free in. It should be a score for Conor Cooney, bring it back to 4 points. But down the other little Gerald Kelly has been now. There's probably a fair sun. There is a sun out, probably in his eyes down there. He's bobbled once or twice, and the ball could have been cleared. Next thing blocked down. Sarsfields were a bit lucky. That could have wound up in the net. Like a goal would be great.
It's going to be
huge
huge in this game.
Half time for them.
It's going to be huge in this game. You have the looks of it already. As Conor Cooney takes the free, 23:49 played on the clock. He puts it over the bar. It means that Thomas has got the last 2 points, which brings back the lead now to a very workable 10 points to 6.
Yeah, that went up the wrong.
Went up the wrong way on the scoreboard, but they've corrected now. As Kieran Dolan takes the puck out for Sarsfields. They lead by 4. Puck out down on top of the half back line. Well taken out of the air there. Excellent catch by Evan Duggan. Did very well. Followed the flight of the ball. Wins the free, but most importantly, kills the game. Is a free for Thomas. They're after getting the last 2, Cyril. It's clever game management. Gerard Kelly's coming out to say, I'll take the free.
Yeah.
David Burke is shouting the instructions up the field, and now it's another attacking opportunity for Thomas's.
Yeah, and you see, he'd probably go along. It's dangerous, really, and as you say, it kills a little bit of time. All of a sudden, to be fair to Kevin Cooney, he's tracking back David Burke, because David's gone way out to the side all of a sudden, but this side's going around the square. Yeah,
Alex Kinnear has gone very deep as well as this one. Gerard Kelly going to drop in around the 20-metre line. Dara Burke goes up the wall, hits the deck, goes onto it. McGlynn tries to get a touch. It's picked up by Oisin Flannery, does well. Tried to go one way, went the other way. Goes back with the pass, a little bit under pressure, though Conor Cooney does well to take it. Conor Cooney bearing down and goes, shortens the stick, puts it high, puts it over the bar. He claims he got a bit of a rattle there as well. But Conor Cooney, excellent points, Earl. His second from play, because he had to shorten the stick under severe pressure, and almost spooned it over the bar. 10-7, 3 points in a row. Thomas is back in the ball game.
Yeah, but any young lad looking on, he showed what should be done. He knew he was going to be hooked, so he could only a little flick just to get it over, and just made it, but yet it got there. Now all of a sudden it's back to 3 points.
2 inside again for Thomas. McGlynn and Éanna Burke are the 2 now. Flannery did well on that last ball as well to set it up. Puck out down on top of an area occupied by St. Thomas, but Kenneth Cooney does well. There's the ball off now into a little bit of space. Ian Fox outside the 20-metre line should pop this over the bar. Well, he doesn't. He puts it wide, let off again. Morrissey's free. Ian Fox's effort. 2 efforts go wide.
Lovely move, lovely flick onto Fox.
10-7.
He could have actually carried more, because he was gone straight through, but down at an angle.
I'm watching Alex Kinnear. He's now up at number 15 for the puck out. For the free a few minutes ago, he's back at corner back. The modern game is movement all day long. As that puck out goes into the hand of Joseph Cooney striking high from out the field. Is going to drop into the welcoming hand of Gerard Kelly, the St. Thomas's goalkeeper, who goes long out of the middle third. Dara Burke gets a touch, but the ball is nearly picked up by Kenneth Cooney. Kenneth Cooney loses it though with Sarsfields reclaim. A lovely ball after the run into Kevin Cooney. Kevin Cooney has a chance to lay the ball inside, does get inside to Mark Regan. Mark Regan tries to lay the ball back, but it's a bit overcooked, and really There could have been a point taken by Sarsfields, you'd have to say. You knew they were trying to work the goal, but meanwhile the ball is worked up the other end. James Regan with a crossing ball over to the 13 corner. 10-7 Sarsfields lead. Éanna Burke gets away, gets the ball inside to Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney is in on goal. Conor Cooney is happy to pop it over the bar. Game-changing moment. What could have been a goal for Sarsfields, but maybe over elaboration, moved upfield, and Conor Cooney is happy to pop it over the bar. Suddenly Sarsfields 10, St Thomas's 8.
Yeah, it could have been a big one. You'd know they were going for the killer ball. You couldn't blame a great ball by Kevin Cooney. Again, he's showing that little sparkle. He has the X factor, really, like a beautiful ball. Next pass broke down, but it was a great chance for Sarsfields.
Puck out, well won there by John Head for St Thomas's on the Sarsfields puck out, but then he misplaces the pass to Ian Fox. Ian Fox pulls the trigger again. Sarsfields need a score, and Ian Fox provides it. Good score by the captain of the team. Ian Fox gets his first score of the contest, and that brings us back to a lead now of Sarsfields of 3 points. Sarsfields 11, Thomas's 8. An important point for Sarsfields.
Yeah, John Head had the ball. He went to pass it on the ground. It's hard enough. Like, the ground isn't that hard. Like, they got, it was misplaced, and Fox picked it up and over the bar. Down the far side again, Sean.
Goes to that far side of the field again. Knocked down there by Kevin Hines, who was onto it though. It's Evan Duggan is up there. Also there is Oisin Flannery. Oisin Flannery kicks it back nicely to Bernard Burke, pulled along the ground, didn't go that far. He'll go at it again, he'll pick it up the next time. Got that important goal in the quarter-final. Bernard Burke tries to get into Éanna Burke. Lovely touch off the stick initially. Darren Morrissey goes for Burke to try and get onto the ball when it's blown out. Again, Darren Morrissey just down on the ball. Éanna Burke tries to keep it alive there. Éanna Burke does awful well to win that ball again. He's pulled. If you did an analysis of Éanna Burke and the ball that's gone into him and what he's got out of it in this game, he's been top-notch in the opening 28 minutes.
Yeah, he's deadly.
And he's been marked by Darren Morrissey, no less.
Yeah, he's a good, look at Morrissey is good. They know another well, but that they're at it and tipping and tapping. David Burke is stuck in there now, but Éanna's playing very well. His skill is unreal. Like, he has a touch and he has that turn. He's a fella, like you'd often say, like he should be on the county team, and if he never really got a run or else he was injured.
He's been on a few panels and yeah.
But he is a lovely hurler.
He has wrist though. He has deadly wrist.
And McLean and these guys, they're nearly clones of another.
Yeah.
Conor Cooney over the bar.
Yeah, pops it over, and we're back to 2 again. Thomas is 9, Sarsfields 11, 28:50 gone on the clock. Kieran Dolan, I think it's Keely they call him, is it the nickname on him?
Yeah.
He goes for a different shither this time, so he's going to go to the stand side of the field, to the number 10 position, we say. He's going to go into the number 11 position. Mark Caulfield goes up with the stick in the hand for Thomas's. Ball hits the deck. Now, who'll win this break ball? O'Rourke again developing. Back there, trying to get onto it is Cathal Burke. Cathal Burke nearly was away from the ball, flies up in the air. Flannery, Cathal Burke are there. James Regan gets a touch, might break for Kinnear, taken out of his hand though by, I think it was Ian Fox. Ball kicked along the ground by Fintan Burke. What's he doing out there, you would say? But ball breaks kindly into the path then of James Regan. James Regan has Flannery on his shoulder. The ball is released into the man on the shoulder. Flannery pulls the trigger. Probably could have taken another step or two, easy for me to say. But it's gone to the left-hand side and wide. Is that only the second wide of the day for Thomas's? Sarsfields have 4. The score, though, is 11-9 to Sarsfields.
Yeah, Joseph Cooney breathing down his back, I suppose, and kind of felt, and this
ball
is
breaks
right
kindly, well read by Darren Murphy. The puck out, breaking inside the half-back line. Darren Murphy can pop it high, pop it over the bar. His 3rd point of the day. The man that played in the under-20 final, of course, against Turlockmore on the 2 occasions. We have 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the half. We've just played the 30 minutes. 12-9. Sarsfields will be happy to go back 3 in front again.
Yeah, great score, and that young Murphy, like I was saying, he's the find of the year for Sarsfields. Maybe the find of the year in the county.
Going over everyone, didn't it?
Yeah, he's fast, and he has the pace. Took the chance and read it, but it's well worth it.
Puck out, James Regan went high to cuff across. Joseph Cooney was going up for the ball, and then I think James Regan collided with Darragh Burke. And the 2 of them end up on the ground.
Yeah, we'll be throwing here.
Regan went to fair height there now, in fairness, sir, because Joseph Cooney from a long way out was trying to make it his ball.
Yeah, well, like the 2 boys, one of them came in completely wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't his ball at all. Came off from the back. He's going to be looked at now on his neck. This is going to take a while.
What was the signal? Was it 2 minutes or 3 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes of additional time. So 12-9, Sarsfields lead the county champions St Thomas's. We'll have the breeze in the second half with the county champions. As we look down from the commentary position here, thankfully the day is staying dry. Yeah, strong breeze we know, pitching good nick though in fairness here in Pearse Stadium. 22 games St Thomas's went unbeaten until that run was ended by Turrickmore in the championship. In the last 13 years they've won 6 county titles, including the 4 in a row, 4 semi-final appearances including today over the 13 years, 2 preliminary quarter-finals. There were only once, 2014, not in the knockouts in that period of time of the 13 years.
Yeah, and sure, they were very unlucky last year. I think the best display they ever played was last year against Ballyhale. I know they were beaten in the end, but it was a fantastic performance. Yeah, he's just winded.
Yeah.
You know,
so this will be an indirect free, I would assume, for Sarsfields.
Or is it a throw-in?
No,
Sarsfields the ball?
Yeah, Joseph Cooney has the free here, so it'll be an indirect free, I would assume. Paul Fahey is the linesman on this side of the field. James Regan is back, has the helmet back on him.
Yeah, he's kind of winded, and half-time can't come quick enough for him now. You know.
He was brave there, Regan, but you'd expect nothing else from him. Pound for pound, one of the best club hurlers in Galway.
Joel go for, he can't go.
Yeah, he's going short, he has to play a charge, goes in towards Mac Regan, nearly broke for Kenneth Cooney. Keane Mahoney gets a touch on it, Regan posed, but Mahoney did well again at corner back, gets it out to Damien McGlynn on the ball, off throws the pass to Cathal Burke, I think he was looking at the next pass, but it broke down. Damien McGlynn goes right back to win it, and the man that does win it now is Cathal Burke. He now gets the pass out to James Regan, who's recovered. James Regan is going to strike from nearly the halfway line, but that tails off to the right hand side, and wide is the third wide. We have played 2:20 at the end of the 30 minutes of this opening half. I would imagine we'll have a bit extra for that injury.
Be another minute, I'd say. You know, Ian Burke smart enough, he clipped the ball away, but Dolan has a new ball. Quick puck out.
Quick puck out to Oisin Kane, and Oisin Kane goes down the side of the field. Great catch by David Burke. David Burke at number 7 almost, then goes long, looking for the brother Raina to get in there, contest with Darren Morrissey, brings it to the deck, and Joseph Cooney is back covering it. And Joseph Cooney a bit up in the air, but Niall Quinn probably won't thank him for the pass, but Quinn did well to take it in, and Quinn is fouled. Another lad that's had a very good championship, Niall Quinn at the half-back line for Sarsfields.
Just on the few lads this morning, like we had him in college in Limerick, he was very, very good, and he was definitely senior county material, but then he got injured. Then he kind of came back, and then he went a few years away. They said, Dave,
this long ball in around the house, knocked away by Fintan Burke. Back on the goal line, we won't have it didn't go for the 65. No. There's a blow for half-time. Cyril, your thoughts on the opening half? Sarsfields lead by 3, 12 points to 9. It's a lead. That's important straight off, but it's a lead of sufficient quantity of 3 points.
Yeah, it's a lead. They'll be delighted to have that break because they started off slow enough. Thomas are thrown out. You'd imagine, is it enough? That's the question. 3 points isn't that much. Now they're quite capable, like Fox, Joseph Cooney, Alex Conair. These guys are capable. Kevin Cooney, young Murphy. They're capable of kind of hanging in and getting a score here and there. But will it be enough? Because definitely up front, when the ball goes in there, the Thomas's forwards are very exciting looking. 3 points. You'd imagine they'd need more, but knowing Sarsfield, they'll fight a bitter in. They needed a goal, I felt like, and they nearly had one, but then when they didn't get it, it went up. Thomas worked up the pitch and got a great score, because once or twice the first half, Gerald Kelly in goals was a little bit jittery. There's a sun down there, but it's still anyone's game. Yeah. Sarsfield they'll be happy enough without being extra happy, but you couldn't still bet against Thomas at this stage.
Half time then here in Pearse Stadium. You come back to us for the second half live here in Pearse Stadium. Half time then, 3 points between the teams. Sarsfields 12 points, St Thomas's 9. And you're welcome back here to Pearse Stadium, where St Thomas's are the first team that's out for the second half. Interestingly enough, I see Shane Cooney going down along the sideline there. He's fully togged. I'd say he could be about to see action maybe soon enough in the second half. Sarsfields back out for the second half as well. Cyril Farrell on co-commentary here. At half-time, the consensus, I suppose the question everyone is asking, is that 3-point lead enough with the breeze to face for Sarsfields?
It doesn't look enough, I suppose, really, like, you know, when you look out at the strength of it. But, like, you know, Sarsfields, they'll get their chance to get an odd score here and there. Like, you know, what it 9 points Thomas have scored against it. Like, it depends on how Thomas has scored. Bernard Burke has been quite the first half. He could blaze into it, like, and now all of a sudden, look down to our right, you have Morrissey inside. Is on Anya Burke. Like, you know, if it goes in there, like there's a trouble out of space. Everyone's abroad, of course, for the throw in.
Yeah, throw in. Eventually won by Alex Kinnear, tries to get it out to Niall Quinn. Players on both sides still contesting the throw. The throw in has kind of moved along about 15 metres along the halfway line.
There's no hurling on the sideline.
As the referee Liam Gordon indicates that he will eventually throw it in again, so it's almost like take two with the throw in at the start of the match. And it goes. This one goes past a few players, and Oisin Flannery moves it along the ground into, as Cyril said, a whole ocean of space for Darren Morrissey and Éanna Burke. Darren Morrissey wins the first duel of the second half for Sarsfields, but then misplaces the pass, only out as far as David Burke. David Burke picks it up, looks inside, has an option inside, tries to look for Jamie McGlynn. McGlynn does well to take it down ahead of Oisin Kane, but Sarsfields have a 3-on-1 there, and it's won by Kevin Hines. 12 points to 9 the score since half time. Nothing has changed obviously in the first 47 seconds of the second half. St Thomas's trail as Mark Caulfield does well in defence, gets the hand pass off then to Cian Mahoney. Cian Mahoney knocked off his stick there by Cathal Dillon. Some people thought it was a chop, but either way, Cathal Dillon strikes it up in the air again. John Cooney goes up, does well to win that high ball. John Cooney on the ball, tries to get on the left hand side, striking it infield. Will it have enough purchase to go inside? John Head pulls but misses the ball, but also gives away the free. And John Head, as the ball hit the deck there, Paul gives away the free, and a chance for Niall Morrissey to get the first score of the second half, which I am sure would have been Ginny Cahill, Aidan Donoghue and Pádraig Ford in that Sarsfields half-time pep talk. Part of it would be, let's get the first score of the second half.
Yeah, and they will now too, like, you know, there's no doubt about Niall Morrissey tipped this over and put it to 4 points. It was a pull and he missed the ball. He didn't hit the player, but you see, it looked worse than it was. He actually connected on that. But now when you pull, it's a kind of a thing that's gone out of the game. Really,
as a fair old cornerback said to me once, it looked worse cosmetically, Sean, he said.
It did, yeah.
Either way,
kind of pulled in fresh air, so this puts Sarsfields 4 up.
Yeah, Niall Morrissey puts the ball over the bar. First score of the second half then goes to the team in green and white. That's Sarsfields. They extend their lead to 4, 13 points to 9. Jared Kelly will watch what he'll do now with his first work out with the wind.
To see what he does. Does he go long or try to play? I think he'd probably go long. He's not going to start placing it now anyway, because he went long the first half.
Yeah, he's gone from one post to the other, which probably is a signal for something or other. Long ball down on top of the small man, Jamie McGlynn. Manages to get a touch and it breaks inside. Darren Burke in a race there, goes back with the pass to Bernard Burke, who's standing up a little bit. Darren Murphy came in to put pressure on him, and that ball is still alive. Flannery tries to keep it alive, picked up then by Darren Burke. Darren Burke makes a little bit of space for himself, goes across to the brother David Burke on the 65 metre line, takes 2 steps to go inside, off the left. David Burke puts it over the bar. Lovely pass by the brother Dara, and David Burke gets his first score of the game, his 4th in this year's championship, and we're back to where we were at half time. 3-point margin, 13-10.
Great ball by Dara though. He was bottled up inside, looked up and placed it back out. No better man, went on to his left side, like he went around the man, he wasn't going to get blocked down. Back to the 3 points.
James Regan looks to be in a bit of trouble, sir. The right thigh is bandaged. He's come out for the second half, but it looks like that's going to be his last throw of the dice, and it looks like Victor Manzo, who's had a fair old impact in this year's championship for them. But he's a big loss now, James Regan.
He is, but this Manzo is very, very fast. But I'd say like that toss he got in there, like he came in wrong, there's an accidental thing and he's gone. Has been a great servant to Thomas's, but like, you know, Manzo won't weaken it that much either, like, because he'll be flying around the place.
Yeah, the bandage on the leg, and of course
very lame now.
The physio team will be looking at, if you do get through today, like fine in 2 weeks as well. For whoever team which wins it. 13 points for Sarsfields, 10 points for St Thomas's. Puck out by Kieran Dolan, very close to sideline, the far side of the field. Jared Kelly went over it a few times, but this is kept in by Darren Murphy. Under pressure there though by Bernard Burke and Cian Mahoney. Ball goes out over the line, and that will be a line ball on the far side of the field. That will be taken by David Burke of St Thomas's.
Yeah, that young Murphy, like, he's lovely. He's great pace. He's not afraid. He's brave, and he's only a young fella.
David Burke then taking the line ball, striking a great purchase on it, going to drop in around the half forward line, might ball all the way into Victor Manzo. Victor Manzo is in on goal straight away, a shot saved by Dolan. The rebound comes back, and Victor Manzo hits his 3rd goal of the championship for St Thomas's. A break ball inside, and Victor Manzo showed the pace. Kieran Dolan initially wasn't the best shot. Dolan did well, but the second attempt came back, and Manzo into the net, big score.
Yeah, Manzo's here in front of us, kind of playing well, more or less the wing forward spot, but he is very, very fast. Now Dolan brought off a great save, but it came right back to Manzo and back of the net.
Is that the score? We're back on level terms then. St Thomas's 110, Sarsfields 13 points. Kenneth Burke, Cathal Daly, Aidan Sherry, Tommy Fitzgerald and PJ Kelly will be delighted with nearly his first touch. Losing James Regan and Victor Manzo's first touches to find the back of the net. Stalemate situation just outside the 65 metre line. Sarsfields have to settle now.
They have to settle and settle fast, because like that's a fill-up. Like, Manzo ran onto a breaking ball in by the half back line. Now he has pace, and as you say, it wasn't a rocket of a shot, but Dolan, to be fair, blocked it. He was known on his own, came back out to him, and again he stuck in the back net. It's a real break for Thomas to get. And what have we got? About 5 or 6 minutes gone in the second half. Anyone's game now.
Certainly is anyone's game, as the throw-in will be the far side of the field. In it goes. Alex Near very near picking it up. Again, 4 or 5 players stand over the ball. The ball has hardly moved, I'd say 2 or 3 inches. Liam Gordon says that you stay going, lads. Red and green jerseys converging, and he's going to throw it in again.
Yeah, but like Sean, even throwing it in, he wanted to throw it in where there's only 2. You see, what's happening is they're all gone in again on top of him. Like, it's just like a scrum and rugby, only that isn't as organised. They're up in the air everywhere.
So it's a take 2.
He might turn around and throw it in the open space.
And all the time we're just waiting to see what's the reaction going to be to the St. Thomas's goal that has equalised the game. Will Thomas's add to it, or can Sarsfields come back with a score of their own? Again, another stalemate situation. The ruck outside the 65-metre line. Liam Gordon for the 3rd time will throw it in. Modern Gale, sir.
Yeah, but like all he should do is turn his back on the big bunch and throw it in between 2. Just kind of even trick them. I know it might look stupid, but what's going to happen here? They're all back in again.
They're all back in again as the referee throws it in. He hasn't thrown in yet.
Reminds me of Bullocks.
Bernard Burke and Ian Fox. It's like a scrum in rugby, almost. In it goes past a few players this time. Goes out over the line, does it? No. Intercepted by Cathal Dillon. He's half hooked. Ball then taken by Dara Burke. Dara Burke showing his strength, getting away from 3 tackles. He's fouled, and Dara Burke is fouled, which means it's a free, which means that Conor Cooney could be about to put St. Thomas's back into the lead for the first time since the 8th minute of the game, when they led by 4-2.
Yeah, it's that the rook ball, the horse. You couldn't blame Sarsfields trying to fight the hard rook ball as well, because they know that the momentum is kind of turning that little bit. Now look, the Breeze never won anything. It's still hard to play for, but definitely that goal is a real lift. The one thing is that for Sarsfields and the Sarsfields point of view, Sean, is that it came early in the second half. They're getting a chance to hit back. You know, it'd be different if it was say in the last minute.
Absolutely, plenty of time. Sarsfields, as we told you, hadn't conceded a goal in the last 3. They'd only conceded 5 in this year's championship in total. Thomas's, who've conceded 10 themselves, scored 11 though, as Conor Cooney stands over the free, striking it in towards goal. It's gone over the bar. His first point of the second half is a significant one, because it puts the county champions at 1 in front. 1-11 for Thomas's, 13 points Sarsfields. Now we'll see where the puck out will go from Kieran Dolan into the Breeze, sir.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Like, he's left hand on top. Nice little flick pass here.
Yeah, out to Niall Quinn. Niall Quinn being challenged by Victor Manzo, the goal scorer, as Quinn goes down the stand side of the field, trying to get into Kevin Cooney territory, but it's Evan Duggan that tidies up. Good play by Evan Duggan. Gets the pass off to Mark Caulfield, who did well to take it into hand. Gets away from the efforts of John Cooney, drives the ball long down into the corner forward position. Oisin Kane is back there for Sarsfields, does well to get away from Damien McGlynn. Looks composed coming out of defence, then he's fouled. Good play by the cornerback, one of their under 20s as well. And that will be a free out. Sarsfields trailed by 1, 13 points to 1-11, 8 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, Kane did very well there. He had to go back on the ball. To be fair, he went back deep, took it up very well, and then mucked his free. He knew it was going to come.
The score in the second half so far is 1-2 to a point, Cyril, to Thomas's, as they lead by 1-11, which is 14 points, as Sarsfields 13 points, just 1 point between them. Darren Morrissey striking the free, stands side the field, goes up that same side, looking for John Cooney under it. 3 or 4 players go for the high ball. Niall Morrissey is deemed to be fouled. Cathal Burke and Evan Duggan are contesting.
Yeah, it's Bernard Burke fouled there again. It isn't happening for him today, but after saying that, then he could pop in a few points to the other end.
Yeah. Niall Morrissey though free now into the Breeze, outside the 45-metre line. Well, let's see, 46, 7, 8, maybe 49 metres away from the the throw end, the prairie end as we call it. 13 points his team have put on the board. 1-11 Thomas have put on the board. 9 minutes into the second half. Niall Morrissey taking his time with this free, striking it. It's on its way, and it just gets inside that right-hand post and goes over the bar.
Good free.
Yeah, good free is right. He's 6th of the day, and we're back on level terms.
Back on level terms, like, you know, it wasn't that far out, but it was hard enough. You had to go well into the Breeze. Long puck out.
Jared Kelly going to go all the way into Conor Cooney's blitzer goal behind him. Damien McGlynn on the turn. Had Manzo outside him, but Damien McGlynn is happy to strike. Does he get enough on it? He doesn't. He puts it wide.
That's a let off.
That's a let off, because he had enough time to put it over the bar. Manzo was on his shoulder. Score remains 14 points Sarsfields, 1-11 for Thomas's. The semi-final, delicately balanced. 10 minutes in, don't forget.
The ball is holding up in the air now. See if it comes to midfield, it's going to way back again.
John Cooney and Mark Caulfield, the ball hits the deck. O'Shane Flannery's onto it. Pull that's deemed to be an illegal one by Liam Gordon. And I think he's going to speak to Alex Kinnear. And Alex Kinnear is going to pick up a yellow card. In the context, Alex Kinnear, who was part of the Galway under-20 team at the start of the year, as I said last week, that under-20 championship at Intercounty level seems like 4 years ago almost. Hard to believe we're in the same year.
The under-20 championship in Galway, this is the club championship, was unreal. Between Turlock and Sarsfields. It's a great game. 2 great games.
So Conor Cooney then to take this free.
It's a long way out.
Long way out is right. As the he's near his own 65-metre line of change. Looks like Kevin Cooney's come out the field as Conor Cooney, surprisingly, even from that distance, puts it wide. Game is still alive.
Yeah. Alex Kinnear now has switched into the full forward line.
And Kevin Cooney is out into the half forward line. David Burke is picking him at the minute. Ian Fox is also out. Sarsfields is trying to crowd that kind of midfield sector, middle third sector. Puck out down on top of John Cooney. Caulfield does enough to break it away from him. Joseph Cooney gets a touch, breaks then to Niall Quinn, who does well, gets the hand pass inside now to Kevin Cooney in a little bit of space on the 40. He's in on the 20-metre line. Kevin Cooney bearing down goal. It's the hand pass after Alex Kinnear. A shot comes off the post, and it was a save by the goalkeeper. Comes out to Kenneth Cooney. Kenneth Cooney tries to keep it alive for Sarsfields as Keane O'Mahony goes in. I'm not quite sure was the shot saved or did it hit the post, but a wonderful move by Sarsfields ended with the ball not hitting the back of the net. Let off for Thomas's as they try to work the ball downfield. Evan Duggan goes long high ball down at the other end into Éanna Burke, breaks it into the path, but it's well dealt with back there by Kevin Hines, and Kevin Hines gets the pass out into Cathal Dillon. Game livening up a bit. We're still level, 14 points to 1-11, but Sarsfields could have had a goal of their own. Could have had one in the first half from Kevin Cooney as well. As back in his own half back line is Conor Cooney for St. Thomas's. Conor Cooney plays the diagonal, comes off the stick of Niall Quinn. Manzo goes in, putting pressure on, but it's tidied up by Darren Morrissey. Off to Joseph Cooney, and Joseph Cooney drives it upfield. Evan Duggan does enough to take it away initially from Kenneth Cooney. Cooney gets it at the second attempt and then lathers the ball in towards Alex Kinnear. Takes it ahead of Fintan Burke. Alex Kinnear, can he pop it over the right? Can't. It's blocked down by Fintan Burke. Excellent block down, and Mark Caulfield tidies up. It's as if the switch has been turned up in the last few minutes. After Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney from the wing back position striking. What a score by Conor Cooney. Sarsfields will feel they could have had 2 scores down at the other end, but Conor Cooney from his own half back line, Cyril, puts it over the bar. 14 points to 112.
Very unlucky there because the switch of Kevin Cooney out to the half forward and really worked, and Alex Kinnear got onto a ball inside. They were very, very unlucky not to get a major one.
David Burke operating in that 6th channel as Kevin Cooney wins the ball and then is fouled and wins the free. Liam Gordon tells everyone to calm it down a little bit. Looks like Shane Cooney could be about to come into the ball game for St. Thomas's. 13 minutes gone, second half. The county champions lead by 1, sir, 112 to 14 points. But that goal chance a few minutes ago for Sarsfields. Kinnear got inside. I don't know, did it hit the post? Or did he save it? Gerald Kelly will give the goalkeeper the benefit of the doubt. Either way, it was a vital moment.
I think he saved it, which is very, because it broke out.
Fair play to him.
Kenneth Cooney came onto it in and he was bottled up, like, and Sarsfields actually Thomas actually walked the ball down the field and got a great score. Now this Morris is capable of getting this, but again he's a nice bit, about 50 yards, but there's a fair old stiff breeze. He'll have to connect properly and drive it into the wind. You just can't kind of float these over. He's against it.
Yeah,
anyone's game.
He's halfway between the 65-metre line and the halfway line. He's to the left-hand side. He's near the stand side of the field, striking into the prairie end here. Goes up in the air. It's curling, but will it even drop in around the danger area? It does drop in around the danger area. Thomas's have the numbers around it. Fintan Burke does well to pick it up close to the end line. Tries to make his way out and gets it out to David Burke. Lovely ball into the path of David Burke, who then plays a ball just for Bernard Burke, who moves it quickly to Dara Burke, but they just weren't in control of that from the word go, and they lost it again. Cathal Dillon tries to measure a ball over to Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy wants to take on his man, but then he goes back with the pass then to Niall Quinn. Quinn takes on the shot, but it just tails at the end, and they're going up into the breeze. On another day, it would have gone over the bar. 5th wide.
Shane Cooney
is coming into the ball game. He's back, and Mark Caulfield is the man that's been called ashore. So Shane Cooney comes in for Mark Caulfield, and it happens on the 44th minute of the second half. Anyone's game. Mark Caulfield, big strapping youngster, has done his job. Shane Cooney, great to see him back from that injury, sir.
Oh yeah, great fella. Good hurler, good play anyhow. Long
one from Fintan Burke from the puck out. It's going to go do all the danger. Great catch by Darren Morrissey. Back on his own end line. Then he's shot to clear of those half locked down. It only goes as far as Oisin Flannery. It should be a simple point. It is a simple point. And Oisin Flannery gets his third point of the day. Could Darren Morrissey have let it go wide? He caught it.
Well, he caught it. I suppose it's hard to know in there, to be fair, but he'd be sort of cleared a bit better. He's under pressure inside.
15 points for, or is that scoreboard right? It's 113, yes, I thought, for Thomas's. 14 points for Sarsfields. 113 to 14 points. Scoreboard is incorrect at the minute. As Sarsfields come on the attack again, Alex Kinnear now in there as the one-man full forward line on Fintan Burke, but Fintan Burke has become the master again. He's won that ball again, kicks it along the ground, and back to deal with it as St. Thomas through Cathal Burke. Cathal Burke picks out his brother Dara. Dara looks upfield, plays a lovely ball into three, moving inside. One of them is the other brother, Aina. Aina goes back with a reverse pass to Victor Manzo, the goal scorer. Manzo goes in past two would-be challenges. Manzo off the left, strikes it high, puts it over the bar. This young lad is growing as the championship is continuing on. 1-1 he's got now. Well worked score. Suddenly 114 Thomas's, 14 points Sarsfields.
Yeah, but you'd have to say that beautiful flick from Anya Burke, like, you know, kind of been quiet for a while to say, but he has class. That's the one thing he has, as you say. Class is permanent, or good to form.
16 minutes gone in the second half. Cathal Dillon makes a run up the field, gets the ball into the path there of Marco Regan in a foot race with Bernard Burke, and Bernard Burke goes back, does enough to stop him, then tries to lift the ball very close to the sideline over there as the ball is still alive. Back goal, Thomas is with the numbers, and the man that picks it up is Shane Cooney, and Shane Cooney drops it along the ground into the path of Fintan Burke. Fintan Burke to Bernard Burke, came off Bernard Burke's hurl initially. Burke goes at it the second attempt. 14 points for Sarsfields, 114 though for Thomas. The goal by Victor Manzo could be crucial. 16 minutes gone, second half. Thomas is with the breeze behind them. Stalemate situation still over in that left corner back position. John Hayde eventually tries to come out with the ball, does a stick pass off then to David Burke. David Burke looks one way, then says, you know what I'll do, I'll send it downfield. Two inside, a 2-2 again, as Aina Burke does well to take it down with the stick again, not for the first time today. Picks it up as the ball hits the deck himself. Aina Burke on the ball, tries to an over the shoulder effort, but it was always going to the wrong side of the post and wide. He had runners left and right. Six wide for Thomas's.
Thomas's line, Kenneth Burke, they won't be too happy with that. Like, lads left and right of him. Hit it over the shoulder, off the back foot, hard to do.
114 to 14 points. There's an injury for one of the Thomas's players on that far side of the field. Not quite sure, is it Bernard Burke? No.
Bernard or Cathal on the pitch. It's probably Bernard. I don't see him out on the pitch. 17
minutes gone, 30 minutes of normal time left. As we look at the process here, and it is 114 to 14 points. The break and play. Sarsfields, what's their next move, Cyril?
Well, I think they've made a good move right now. Kevin Cooney, and definitely Conair is a tricky customer inside. Like Fintan is trying to kind of use his strength in him, but if they make a mistake in there with this guy, he'll be leading as well. Sarsfields have been hard luck for 2 or 3 goals. They've created the chances, Sean, just not taking it. Whereas Thomas have got one chance and stuck it. And even though Thomas, it's interesting, Thomas have brought on 2 subs. Sarsfields haven't brought on any subs yet.
Jeffrey Lawless could be about to come.
They have to go for broke now. Here's the puck out.
Yeah, Jason Cosgrove could be the other one that could be coming. Puck out, restarts play. John Cooney goes up with Shane Cooney. The ball hits the deck. Who's going to get onto this break ball? Won by Thomas's through Dara Burke. Dara Burke does well to go through the challenge. Gets the hand pass off to the man in support, who is Oisin Flannery. Goes straight to the heart of the Sarsfields defence. Shows to Cooney after him. Oisin Flannery wants to lay the hand pass off to Damien McLean. Drops it initially though. Drops it the second time. It's still alive. Pulls on it. Ball is still there. Oisin Flannery's in there. Stalemate situation. Sarsfields defending for their life. Oh, there was a goal at their mercy there, Cyril. But just the ball didn't stick.
It's a let off for Sarsfields. It's probably going to be a throw-in, I'd say, under 21.
Yeah.
Sarsfields player gone down. No harm just to go down and kind of kill the game for a little minute. Definitely the pass wasn't the best in the world now.
Brendan Farrell could be about to come into the contest as well. Delicately poised. 18 minutes gone, second half. 114 to 14 points. Sarsfields have only scored 2 points in the first 18 minutes of the second half. Thomas have gone from 9 points to 114. The goal by Victor Manzo could be the key score. It's scrappy enough now. It's a typical semi-final, sir. So much at stake.
Yeah, no, not at stake here now.
Throwing on the 20-metre line, Cathal Burke of all players nearly got a touch on it. The man that does get it is Kevin Cooney, back very deep now for his team. Gets it up to the brother John. John on the 65-metre line goes past the would-be challenger Bernard Burke. Goes up to the other 45-metre line. Good play by John Cooney. Striking the ball infield. Fintan Burke goes up there with Alex Kinnear. Kinnear brings it down in front of him, but Shane Cooney is trying to get onto that loose ball for Thomas. Picks it up at the second attempt, then loses it again. Picked up by Mark Regan now. Mark Regan on the 13-metre line Over in the corner though, off to Alex Kinnear. Alex Kinnear tries to play a ball across to Ian Fox, who's made a good run. Ian Fox with Victor Manzo. The ball comes back to Sarsfields at the numbers. Darren Murphy, he can pop a point here. Oh, block down. Excellent block down by Manzo. Comes back to Darren Murphy again. Oh, he should have maybe made better use of that, as it's picked up by Dara Burke, and Dara Burke drives a long ball downfield. In again to a 2-on-2 situation in here. Back though, going back towards his own goal line is the cornerback Oisin Kane. In a Burke is down. He's no helmet. The referee should stop play, but he hasn't seen it. This is won by Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney gets past one would-be challenge, striking off the right. Conor Cooney high, and Conor Cooney over the bar. 9 points for Conor Cooney. Now Éanna Burke, I think, will be seen to, but Sarsfields had a situation there where Darren Murphy at one end was blocked down, maybe stood a bit to strike when the chance was on, and the ball was worked downfield, and Conor Cooney notches an excellent score to make the scoreline, sir, 115 to 14 points.
Conor Cooney got onto a ball, he had a lad, he said, but got the great scores. This guy, every day we see him playing, Sean, all this year and all the other years, even through the COVID, he's leading, he's unreal for Thomas. There's 2 subs coming on here.
Yeah, the big one here, Jeffrey Lawless and John Cosgrove are the 2 coming in. Mark O'Regan and Alex Kinnear is being taken off by Sarsfields with 10 minutes to go. It's a big statement by their management.
Unless he's injured, I'd be surprised at that, because he's still a very good player. You need the lads out there. But they've gone for broke.
Yeah, big move. 115 for St. Thomas's, 14 points for Thomas. Niall Morrissey had the ball in his hand from the puck out, but last it comes back to Kenneth Cooney. Kenneth Cooney on the ball. Tries to make his way inside. Can't get the pass away though because of the great work rate of Thomas's, but does well to win it back from Bernard Burke, does Kenneth Cooney. Off to Niall Quinn. Niall Quinn had a sighter a few minutes ago. Can he get this over the bar? He can't. Sarsfields are missing chances here. 6 wides, but it feels the nature of their wides are...
Yeah. Well, they're half chances. They're grabbing, they're under pressure. You can bet your bottom dollar here now that Gerald, Murray or Kelly will go along with this one.
Yeah, puck out, 9 minutes left of normal time. Thomas is of edge 4 in front, 115 to 14 points. As Gerald Kelly goes to the 65-metre line at the other end with the puck out, taken down well by Cathal Dillon. Can he get it when it's the deck? No, it's picked up though by Conor Cooney, as that ball was won initially by Sarsfields, but it's Conor Cooney who's on the ball on the sideline, goes for a broke from an impossible angle, you would think, because he was fouled. And in fact, Liam Gordon is going to bring the free in to the 20-metre line because there was a late challenge on Conor Cooney. I have to say, Conor Cooney's last 2 points from play have been exquisite.
Yeah, but that's a lazy challenge.
It is a lazy challenge, yeah.
Like you see, he wasn't going to score. It'd be very hard to score from there, but now, number 2, Oisin Kane is going to get a yellow card as well, and that's another. This should be another score for Thomas. It's one that Sarsfield shouldn't be giving away really, because there was no need to give it away. He was on the sideline, kind of going nowhere, had his shot taken it in a lazy pull, kind of frustration maybe, or pressure.
But they're crucial decisions to make in the game. Their composure. 5 points Conor Cooney has got from play out of his tally of 9. But he has a chance to go into double figures now, but more importantly, put his side 5 in front with a Gale behind them, sir. There's only one team you would put the money on now, you would think. But Sarsfields, there are chances. Yeah.
But this Conor Cooney, you have to say fair play to him every day. But isn't alone the frees and the points from play, but he's covering every inch of grass.
Yeah. Back the field and everything. Yeah. 116 to 14 points, the county champions lead. Kenneth Burke standing on the line, looking out the field. Right beside him is Tommy Fitzgerald, the leashman. As the puck out trying to dips a little bit, but Ian Fox was on it, beaten though by David Burke. Oisin Flannery gets onto it, comes back then to Dara Burke, moves it along the ground, tries to get a flick on it, breaks away from Niall Quinn. Oisin Flannery tried to lay the pass off, but couldn't quite get it to a man loose in a red jersey. Goes back into a stalemate situation again. Kenneth Cooney is working hard. Joseph Cooney is working hard. Gets the pass off then to Kevin Cooney, who's now on the halfway line. Tries to go on one of these jinking runs and does. Kevin Cooney off the right hand side in towards the goal. Excellent point by Kevin Cooney. His second of the day. 6-12 in the championship. You'd love to see him from a Sarsfields viewpoint. They'd probably like him in closer, but he can revel in that freedom, brings it back to a 4-point ball game. They're still alive, sir.
You can't be ever heard. It's a great score, out of nothing. Did it all himself.
Puck out, breaks down in the half-hour line to Dara Burke. Dara Burke puts up the right hand, and when Dara Burke puts up the right hand, you know where it's gone. Over the bar, route one puck out. The break ball on puck out, sir. I'd love to do an analysis on it this game alone. It's been crucial. 116 plays 115, or is it 117?
Thomas are getting ready to bring on Brendan.
Yeah, 117 plays. The scoreboard, I think, has got it wrong again. It's 117 to 15 points is right, yeah. As the ball goes up the field again, John Hayde is winning the race with John Cosgrove for this ball. Back near his own 13-metre line, and then John Cosgrove goes in and just pushes Thomas's man in the back. Which,
is that scoreboard right, Sean?
No, it's 117 to 15 points. Yeah. We deem it. It's a big lead, Cyril, in a game like this. 24 and a half minutes gone, second half. As the
subs going on left, right, and centre.
There is, yeah. But Thomases have done what Thomases do thus far.
Scoreboard is right now. 117 to
117 to 15 points, yeah. Substitution coming on there, 13 coming off, and 21 going on. Bernard Burke is the man that's leaving the field here as well for St. Thomas's. As Gerard Kelly restarts, and they can feel the gush of wind in the microphones as that ball goes downfield, goes into Conor Cooney, who's in the corner forward position, would you believe, getting away from Kevin Hines. Conor Cooney pulls the trigger, goes across, looking for Farrell to get onto him. Manzo is there. Victor Manzo tries to keep the ball alive under pressure from Niall Quinn, who does well initially, then can't quite keep it in hand. Ball breaks out. Who's onto the break ball? David Burke. I could hear the shout from here. Says, leave it to me. Third man tackle then by Damien McGlynn. As that ball was alive, and David Burke will probably say, why'd you do that? Because I could have popped it over the bar to extend the lead. Free out for Sarsfields, sir. We have 4.5 minutes of normal time.
They're gone way up the pitch at the moment.
Yeah. Every yard counts now.
Yeah.
Brendan Farrell in for St. Thomas's. Yeah, Bernard Burke is the man that's off. Brendan Farrell is in.
Number 21. David Connaughton replaces number 13.
Yeah, David Connaughton then coming in for Darren Murphy.
See where the ball is holding up in there.
3 points. Darren Murphy called ashore as well as the ball held up in the breeze. Evan Duggan tries to get a pull on it. Ball comes out close to the sideline. Picked up by Ian Fox. Ian Fox, he's pulled back, wins the free. 4 minutes in it of normal time left. There'll probably be 2 or 3 at least. Like, have plenty of time. 5-point margin. It's doable.
It's doable, yeah, and they're playing well. Like, they are creating chances. It isn't that Thomas have taken over. I know they have the breeze and they're in front, but it isn't that they've kind of steamrolled them to touch and go. Like, this is a pressure free from Morrissey, well within his range, like, and he's about 35, 40 yards out on the sideline, but he's come from that, but he still has to drive it well into that breeze because it is blowing strong.
So then Morrissey to strike the free, tails off, goes wide, 7th wide.
Yeah, you have to drive into it, John, because like it's strong. You just can't afford to.
It's interesting, sir. They scored 15 points. They've taken off Darren Murphy, who got 3 of them, and Alex Kinnear, who got 1 of them. You know, so look at they're trying things. They're trying to change things up, but it's just interesting to see as Gerard Kelly goes long with the puck out on top of his attack of 1 there again by Oisin Flannery. He goes back out as Thomas so often do, back to Oisin or Damien McGlynn, I should say. Damien McGlynn under pressure from 3 Sarsfields men, needs a bit of support, tries to offload the ball, still keeps the ball alive, then the support comes in. And it's picked up though by Ian Fox. Ian Fox tries to get it away, but Sarsfield's under pressure. Darren Morrissey tries to clear it from that wing back position, does, but only succeeds in putting it out over the sideline. You have to say, sir, that in the last 4 or 5 minutes, the difference in composure, the way Sarsfields are Thomases are game managing the game, they seem to be doing the right thing at the right time to create the scores. That's obviously coming from a winning environment.
Yeah, well, that's true. Like, they haven't won 4 champions for nothing. They've been knocking on the door. Like, yeah, they have the leaders. This is David Burke. He'll take his time. Yeah, they'll come in as fast. Look at his fast line ball. Yeah, cross to Dara, the brother. Dara gets it in the centre forward hand as well. Pass off he can give to Cathal Burke. Cathal Burke, he got 2 points the last day. He's going to go short it again to Aine. Aine could wrap this up. A sit to the back of the net. Kieran Dolan didn't quite. A Burke goal.
A Burke goal is right. Born in the Burke household. Aine didn't score in the game, but that did not reflect his performance. Kieran Dolan, I thought he had saved initially, but it went past him into the back of the net. But that was composure, sir. 4 stick passes in to get the goal to kill the game.
David off the line ball to Dara. Dara to
Cathal.
To Cathal, and Cathal
who's off again.
Cathal into Aine, and Cahall's gone up again. It has beaten him across the line, but like it was the way it was worked, and like the dome was a hard look not to
and
block
the composure it. Again. You would have taken a point normally, but they saw the goal was on to kill the game. Thank you and good night.
I know they didn't win the All Ireland last year, but to me they were the best team in the championship last year. You know, these guys.
That club championship was all about the late goals, wasn't it? TJ and Thurles, and then Ballyhale got their own medicine in the All Ireland final against Ballygunner. Patrick Swell and Ballygunner. That's going to be a game coming up in the next few weeks as well. 2:17 to 15 points, 29 minutes gone, second half. It looks like the 5th county final in a row for St. Thomas's. It looks like the 7th county final in 11 years.
And it looks like the rain is going.
And it looks like the rain is coming as well.
That's a fierce, strong breeze.
Yeah,
now.
strong breeze went up in the air for the free there from Sarsfields, but only went up in the air, and it allowed Cahillburke to get onto it. Now Victor Manzo comes out of defence. The county champions are on their way to try and annex their 5th in a row, as Oisin Flannery's on the ball in the half-forward line, pulls the trigger, but it goes to the wrong side, the post and wides. Even 7 wides is all they've hit today, which is very, very economical. Sarsfields have only hit 7 wides as well, but some of their wides seem to have been worse, if that makes sense. 4 minutes of additional time will take place at the end of the game. 2:17 though to 15 points. Sarsfields, who won the championship in 15, Cyril, hard to believe it's their first semi-final since 18. You know, they'd be disappointed they haven't built on that 15 kind of legacy, won't they?
They will, but they're fighting hard now, to be
Yeah.
fair, but it just isn't happening. It's hard. There's a breeze. The breeze is actually picked. There's a storm now at this stage, and they're still coming.
Line ball, or the free will be taken by Niall Quinn. Can they come with something dramatic? Damien Finnerty heads back into the defensive role for St. Thomas's. He's into the game. Looks like it's Dara Burke that's been taken off by Thomas's. We've now 30 seconds of the additional time played. The additional time of 4 as Niall Quinn. There's no doubt, sir. He's on free on the 65-metre line. He has to get this in around the house. Sarsfields need a goal. They trail by 2:17 to 15 points. Niall Quinn dropping it in around the house. Can their Sarsfields get a stick on it? The ball very close to being in contested, but it's won by Shane Cooney, who's back in the fray for the men of St. Thomas's. Gets it out then to Damien Finnerty. Damien Finnerty tries to get past 2 challenges, gets it off to Shane Cooney, who then decides from the half-back line, I'll drive it down the field into Éanna Burke. Éanna Burke, who's been a live wire all day. Éanna Burke has Victor Manzo out there. Farrell can't control it. If he had allowed it to go through, Manzo was in on his own. Sarsfields defending though manfully. Darren Morrissey gets it out there then fairness to the players, the wind is absolutely sheeting down. It is horrific conditions as Niall Quinn comes with the ball glued to his stick, comes up the field. We've played a minute and a half of the 4 minutes of additional time at the end of this game. Cian Mahoney, lovely touch initially, gets it away there from Joseph Cooney, who's moved up into attack as well. Out comes Cian Mahoney, and Mahoney, well, I have to say, sir, I like the look of him. He's been growing into this Thomas's team in the last few years.
Yes, and as the game gone on today, he's got better and better. A strong man, good going forward.
And again, Thomas's have dealt with adversity, have lost James Regan early doors. Shane Cooney's back, that's huge. They have no David Sherry. But there's a winning panel there right now.
Yeah, look, they're going to be hard to beat no matter who goes against them. Like, you know, and I know Sarsfields are trying hard here, but like, these boys are in the driving seat. Yeah,
there's been a gap in the second half. It was 12 points to 9 at half time as Conor Cooney takes this long range free, goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. The second half now reads 2:17 to 15. So that means it's 2-8 for Thomas's in the second half. It's 3 points for Sarsfields. That's the second half scoring into that strong wind, which has now even got worse with this awful squally shower as Kevin Hines on the ball in the half back line, looks upfield, gets the hand pass inside. Of course, Sarsfields were delighted winning the Camogie yesterday. They won the Junior B last weekend as well, as David Burke punches the air as he strikes that one from the midfield sector, and David Burke gets his second point of the day to extend the lead out to 9.
Yeah, listen, it's
exhibition stuff now.
Yeah, but like this is crazy. The club championship this time, Sean. I know that's the way the fixtures are, the thing, half and half, but county boys are getting the best in it. Like hurling should be able to wear a t-shirt watching the hurling match. This is winter.
Yeah, absolutely terrible conditions. Thankfully the pitch is holding up very well, in fairness to the staff here in Pearse Stadium. Looking very well as Cian Mahoney gets the ball inside. Éanna Burke, lovely touch again in difficult conditions. Gets away from the new man on the block now, and that's a lovely score by Éanna Burke, high and over the bar. His first point of the day, got away there from David Connaughton over the bar.
He's good. His wrist work,
1-1 is all he's got, but he's done far more than that.
His wrist work is unreal.
2:19 to 15 points. The county champions are, as you would say, driving for home and rubbing it in now to Sarsfields as Kevin Hines is on the ball. Kevin Hines drives it upfield. As I said, Sarsfields won the Junior B last weekend. Did very well to win the Camogie, dominating the Camogie. Our hats off to Michael Hopper-McGrath and his management team. And the girls of Sarsfields, I think it's 6 county championships in 7 years now in Camogie.
Yeah, they'll be going heading for an All-Ireland. No Opry won't be happy just winning the county.
Reigning All-Ireland champions as well, of course. as the scoreboard reads, 2:19 to 15 points. There's the blow, it's all over, and in the end it's St Thomas's that march on to their 7th county final in 11 years, their 5th in a row, a final scoreline in Pearse Stadium of 2:19 for St Thomas's, 15 points for Sarsfields. And when you look at that second half scoring rate, I know Éanna Burke's goal came late on, the few points came late on, but 2 goals and 10 points they scored in the second half to 3 points for Sarsfields. That speaks volumes.
Yeah, look, they are a very good team, and like Sarsfields just come up short. They gave it everything, just weren't good enough on the day. Like, they tried everything, they needed a few goals. Very in hard luck. They were in hard luck for a couple of goals, but like Thomas are an exceptional team. They're going for 5 in a row, and who's to say they won't win it? Like, they have the stuff, but to be fair, they're putting in the work. They're working as a team, and even in the first half against the Storm, like, they still got great scores. Like, and you know, it's pretty harsh on Thomas is supposed to be beaten by 10 points.
Or Sarsfields, yeah.
Sarsfields,
yeah.
There wasn't 10 points in it,
yeah.
really, if you know what I mean. But the best team won, and now you have Shane Cooley coming back, and they tried out a few lads. But up front, the stick work of say, Éanna Burke and young Flannery and these guys, like, they're just, you know, they're McLean, you know, James Regan, Éanna Burke, they're all good sticks. I mean, James Regan got injured out there. I hope he's all right. Then you have Conor Cooney, who
10 points.
Yeah, again, you hurl the whole field, especially when they needed him. This guy is just exceptional. Like, and you know, they're going to be, no matter who wins the semi-final, they're still going to be hot favourites to win the final. Now, Loughrea or Clarenbridge will have a say in that, but like Sarsfields did their best, got to the last 4, but they were outgunned by a better team. There isn't much you can do there.
Our thanks to Cyril Farrell for his co-commentary this afternoon. Don't forget at 2:15 we'll be carrying live the second semi-final. That's between Loughrea and Clarenbridge. Niall Canavan will be in the commentary position for that one, but the first one ends in a victory for the county champions who head for the county final in 2 weeks' time. The final score then in Pearse Stadium in the Brooks Senior Hurling Championship semi-final. St Thomas's 2:19, Sarsfields 15 points. Thanks for now.